Hello, my name's Andy Strickland. I'm an immigration attorney here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Been practicing immigration law for right around 10 years. My practice is limited exclusively to immigration law, and I just wanted to talk with you briefly about our immigration court system. The purpose of this video is not to give you specific legal advice. The purpose of this video is just to provide you a general immigration court information. All right, everybody's case is different. Everybody's case is special and unique, and I would suggest that you contact an immigration attorney, somebody experienced that has been practicing immigration law, and seek an opinion from them before you go to immigration court. All right, the United States has many different immigration courts throughout the country. All right. The immigration court system falls under the jurisdiction of the U.S. Department of Justice. The immigration court system is separate from the Department of Homeland Security. It's separate from ICE. It's separate from CIS. It is a separate federal agency than the Immigration and Customs Enforcement folks. So the immigration court system is under the jurisdiction of the U.S. Department of Justice, many immigration courts throughout the United States. What you have to understand is if you receive some sort of notice to appear before immigration court, you need to call that immigration court. You can go online, okay, to the immigration court website, Department of Justice website, and you can get the telephone number, contact information, address of the immigration court that's closest to you. You do not want to miss your court date, because if you miss your court date, you could be removed in your absence. So that means a deportation order could be issued against you. So it's important that you show up for court. Also, too, it's important that when you go to court, you dress properly. You're asking the government of the United States for a benefit in most cases when you go to immigration court. With that in mind, you should, at a minimum, act and look like you're deserving of a benefit from our government. So that's important as well. Be on time, look professional. The first immigration court hearing is called a master hearing. It's similar to an arraignment in criminal court. They're very small hearings, and at that hearing you can ask for additional time to review the allegations against you. You can ask for additional time to find an attorney. That is not the hearing that will decide whether you remain in the United States or not. The master hearing is a short type of hearing, a short arrangement, basic information, who you are, where you live, and at that time the judge may ask you if you're ready to plead to the allegations. So whether you're willing to admit or deny the information that's located in that notice to appear, that charging document. Now, if you're not ready to do this, if you want to ask for time to hunt for an attorney, you're more than welcome to do that. You have to ask the judge, but typically the judge will say, fine, we'll give you a certain amount of days to come back here with your attorney. And so the master hearings are flexible. Judges will give you time to find counsel. The judges will give you time to review the charging document. But you just need to make sure that you're there on time and that you look professional. Typically, at that hearing, an individual hearing date would be established, and usually these individual hearing dates are months or maybe a year after the master hearing. It's at that big individual hearing that is when the immigration judge would probably decide whether you can remain in the United States, whether he's going to grant you an immigration benefit or not. The individual hearing, that is something that I would suggest that you have an attorney go with you and represent you on, because that is the main hearing that will determine whether you remain in the United States or not. So everybody's case is different. Things are always constantly changing. Things are always developing. Court cases from different parts of the country can affect your case here in the state of Florida. Immigration court is federal administrative law, and so it's not state court. One decision from a federal court in a different part of the United States could affect your court case here locally. So My advice is, if you receive a notice to appear, make sure that you understand when and where you need to go, and contact a qualified immigration attorney, because that's the last thing you want to do is not show up, not be prepared, and then find out later that ICE is knocking at your door because you have a deportation order against you when you failed to show up for your court hearing. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions or concerns. I'd be happy to help, and I'd be happy to give you specific advice, specific immigration advice on your specific case. Thank you.